I just got a Venmo. Thank you very much, Jason. Thank you very much. I heard the little thing. Ding, 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 ding. All right. Well, there's Coach Grady Judge out of Polk County. That's the one Mersh keeps threatening me with. I'm still waiting to see a video with me in it. I'm still waiting to hear back from Deputy Johnson. Mersh says I'm going to be spending the holidays in jail for my crime I committed, even though I never got arrested. So I don't know what's happening. I'm getting messages, DMs that Stuttering John's talking about me right now. So let's go over to the Stuttering Prick. I know I'm playing with my channel when I do this, so I'm going to have to delete it afterwards because he's on a striking tear. Yep, there I am.
And then you dumb fuck!
In order. Q&A to fill time. He's not a comic. He's not working on anything. He doesn't have a special coming out. He doesn't have a new album coming.
Isn't this fucking amazing? Now, I know he's just trying to get me to take the bait and talk about it. But let's just face the fact.
I could care less.
I was a writer for Howard Stern.
Oh, here we go.
Writing new jokes and bits.
God, do we have to go over his resume again? I mean, how many times a show does he do this? Now bring up the Tonight Show.
New bits.
Bring up the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar roast.
Comedy sketches and complete segments.
Mm-hmm. Now you're hanging out with Jake Hudson and Ava.
Daily basis.
Keep texting him, Vince. I mean, this guy's a fucking broken record. Did I not call that?
I am always capable of writing new jokes.
I was a writer for the William Shatner roast. I wrote for Nikki Glazer on 2 roast. I wrote for... Yeah, we can keep doing this. Who gives a fuck? I wrote for Jim Florentine on the... Who's the guy from Slipknot?
Q&A is because I'm famous.
No, you're not. You're hanging out with Jake Hudson. You're not famous. A Q&A is just lazy. It's filling time.
I made more money in stand-up than you ever will.
That's not true. That's a lie. That is a lie.
And that's a fact, Jack.
That's a lie.
I am a better comic than you.
I mean, who is he fooling that he's a better comic than Kevin Brennan? Say what you want about Kevin Brennan, personal feelings aside. Like coming up, like you heard about the New York comics when I first started out, it was always David Tell, Kevin Brennan, Colin Quinn.
And
we've heard your act. It's the same act for 20 years. The same shit jokes, the same hack jokes. Literally, you can pull them out of a fucking bubble gum.
Really? Is that why I did Sam Tripoli's show at the Canyon Club, you dumb fuck?
Yeah, and he said you sucked. That's why I didn't put you on more.
Sam Tripoli is not exactly a great comic.
Yeah, he is.
He's a bore.
Dude, take a survey amongst comics. Who's funnier comic? Who's a real comic between Stuttering John and Sam Tripoli? Nobody would say John. Who is he fooling? How come Sam Tripoli's going on Joe Rogan, twice a year and all the big podcasts, and you're going on Jake Hudson's show?
So don't sit here and expect me to give a shit about Sam Tripoli. Isn't that the capital of Libya?
Was that an ad-lib joke?
Care about what Sam Tripoli says. Sam Tripoli sucks. There, I said it.
Clip it and tag Sam Tripoli. I love when Sam gets angry. Please tag Sam in that.
Against you.
He will destroy Stuttering John. He will destroy him. He has a thing says, we've seen your act, nothing new in 20 years. Hack. That's what the super tip says. You like how he starts spitting out facts and he cuts out of the video?
He just wants to Stuttering John, cash. That's
the Stuttering John cash doesn't exist anymore. The Stuttering John cash doesn't exist. You don't generate revenue for anybody.
Over the country.
Nobody gives a fuck. I'm just doing this for content.
He hasn't worked at Comedy Club.
Look at your chat right now.
Being a Rob Soul's muzzle collection.
Thanks for the $2. John, you're a piece of shit, terrible dad, and a horrible comic. Thanks for the $2. By the way, I might be opening for Jim Brewer tonight and tomorrow, by the way. Just throwing it out there. John, what are you doing tonight? Getting drunk? That says you are a 60-year-old who had a stroke. Frog wrecks you.
Destroy. Crush. Kill.
I mean, when you're a 60-year-old man like John, who's just frail as fuck, last time I saw him was like 3 years ago, and he looked old. You have to be delusional. It's like steel toe. They got to be delusional to survive. Oh, I love that he says Sam Tripoli sucks. I love it. Clip it. By the way, I'm banned from Stuttering John's chat. I tried to put something in his chat. It won't let me through. Thanks for the $2. By the way, John watches everything I do because I have a video. I didn't know he was talking about me. Somebody alerted me of me saying how I was going back and forth with the owner of the Youngstown Funny Farm, Dave. And he just stopped talking to me after he booked Stuttering John. And I've known Dave for 20 years. John says on this video, I won't play it because it's who gives a fuck. He's like, yeah, you were calling Dave's club a deal club. Well, how did he find out, John? Did you go and tattle so I want to get booked? That's the only way he would have found out. Dave's not watching this. So John's such a fucking pussy that he went and told the comedy club owner that I called his club a D club. I didn't say it wasn't a fun club, but it was a club I started out at. It was one of the first clubs to headline me. You're working it now, so-called headliner. This super chat says Tripoli is passed at the store. Where are you passed? Tripoli was just on Comics Unleashed last week. He sells out rooms every time he does a show. So John's out of his fucking mind.
The band.
Share the subject. Oh no, I can't pull it up. It's about Mark Lewis, aka the legend, aka the guy who took down my original Patreon with Stuttering John in the know-how. See, that's Stuttering John's loophole with that Patreon, because Mark did it, but John was fully aware of it. But John drinks so much that he convinced himself that he doesn't remember. I'll save it and get to it some other time. I don't know when I'll be on this week. This is Ray talking about how he can't talk about Franklin Scheckler, and I'm doing weird stuff that he's not into.
And then I don't know, just everything got weird with just everything. People showing up at people's houses, people calling the cops on people,
Just say, I showed up to Mersh's, Quadfather called the cops. That's simple, right?
Cops. Just everything. It's like I'm not doing it.
I'm not. Ray, no one's telling you to do it. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to someone's house. I'm not doing. No one's saying go to someone's house, Ray.
And the weird shit.
No, Ray. This is what you're gonna do. Somebody get this back to Ray. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna need to go to someone's house and videotape it. You're doing it. This is an order. You're doing it. I want you to go to OJ's house in Cleveland and tape outside. You're doing it. Okay? This is pressure coming from me. First of all, it wasn't a roast battle with Felicia. You were just calling her fat the whole time. There was no roast battle. It wasn't planned. You just start calling her fat. So she called Planet Fitness, said you body shamed her.
Got out roasted. So they spent weeks calling, trying to get gym memberships canceled. It's like, all right.
Which is hilarious. I stand by that. Getting gym memberships canceled is funny. Getting jobs taken away, not funny. Fucking up people's work, not funny. Getting gym memberships canceled, hilarious. That will always be funny. Because number one, you could always go to a new gym. Number two, who cares? But I stand by that. Getting gym memberships canceled, funny. In fact, let me go a little bit further. Getting AAA memberships canceled, hilarious. Getting people's car insurance canceled, funny. Going after people's income, not funny. Let's make a list of what's funny and what's not funny.
This isn't comedy anymore. That's when it's like, all right, dude, this shit jumped the shark. Supposed to do like an impromptu roast battle, and I couldn't.
No, there was no impromptu roast battle, selective thinking. You just start calling her names. It wasn't set up for a roast battle. You're just calling her fat over and over and over again, and she thought it would be funny to get your gym membership canceled. Hilarious.
Handle it. It's like, all right. It's like that's when it just got too dirty. It's like, all right, this shit's too dirty.
Yeah.
It's too dirty. I'm not doing it. I got people's houses. You think you're funnier than me? Get out here and show me. You
See, that's Ray's brain. By the way, him beating me in that roast battle is still like going to be a resume builder for him. He will never, because he won the audience participation that Melton manipulated. Just who cares at this point? But anyways, but Ray thinks me coming to his childhood home where he hasn't lived in 21 years like was way out of line. Like Ray has not lived in his childhood home in 21 years, but it was going too far. And somewhere in his brain, he thinks I showed up to his gym. And then he parlayed that into going to Mersh's house. Like it was all connected. Me going to Ray's childhood home, which anybody could go to because he named his first CD after it, the address. Was it 1547 Waterbury? I used to live on Waterbury. It's the same street Ray grew up on. I lived on Waterbury for 4 years, so I knew exactly where it was. It wasn't that big of a deal. People thought it was funny. And then you pretend I showed up to your gym, which I didn't. And now you
parlayed and show you're funnier than me. Can you believe people? What a bunch of assholes! They call like it's just got it's there's no rules. It's like a football play where
can't wait for this analogy.
The first guy commits a personal foul, and I think that's what Chad did on Mersh. He committed the personal foul, and then Mersh goes back. It's like, wait, quad.
Ray, if you don't want any part of this, why are you always talking about stuff I do? Like, this is how you fix the situation. If I do anything, something happens, ignore it. That's simple. There's a bunch of people who have said things about me I don't bring up. I just leave it alone. Don't care. People clip things, they say things. Okay. But every single time something happens with me, Ray has to, we're not doing that. It's going too far.
Father Cross, it's like you're already out here committing personal fouls. So you don't get to bitch about people committing personal fouls. So you already fucking blew up the play. So
you're making the rules. You just said, I'm mad. Now Ray's making up the rules, what I can and can't do.
Do I like what Quadfather did? No. And I even told him so.
Oh, that's good. Oh, good. He told Ray. Ray told Quadfather he didn't like what he did. Good. Thanks, Ray. Hey, Ray, how about we create content and you just shut the fuck up and talk about baseball cards and having sex with women from 25 years ago? Okay, I'll go create the content. You do what you do. And just don't talk about it. It's that simple.